Hello, I'm Chin Tao, U21217G is my metric number, and today I'll be talking about my report for SC3030, Advanced Computer Networking. Right, so the topic I've chosen is Internet of Things, and particularly networking for logistics. So let me just run through the paper structure before I go into the details. First, I'll be talking about the introduction, then the architecture that for logistical purposes, talking about the core technologies. Then after that, I'll be moving on to high-level protocols, what protocols they use. Then I'll be talking about how they optimize their network architecture, right? Which is very important. Then we'll move on to quality of services, how to ensure that you have a good measurement of a quality of a service, so that it is usable for logistics. Right. Then after that, we'll be moving on to privacy and safety. This is important for every company and logistical warehouse in general. Finally, we'll be talking about energy efficiency and sustainability, as that's a big requirement recently, especially regarding energy usage. Right. So firstly, logistics. The logistics field has experienced a quite transformative change recently due to Internet of Things. Many warehouses have automated things recently, and as a result of automation, you kind of need a control center. And so, how a control center works is that you need a network to connect to your devices, right? So that is why I find this topic particularly interesting, and I'll be talking about it. So yeah, the main problems are ensuring quality of service. What are your metrics for determining that it is of good quality, and how to manage the traffic, what protocols are the best, and how to optimize them. So in general, the technologies used recently are LPWAN, RFID, for RFID basically from tracking of some goods, TMS, WMS. So some of these are more large scale, like warehouse management system. So they all make use of some networking protocols that we have to know about. So first is TCP, all your packets more reliably, but for UDP you get them quicker, right? And so we have different uses for them. So MQTT and CoAP is two of the most popular protocols, and so I'll be talking about that a little bit. And this is the protocol performances. They all have their usages. So next we have a networking architecture optimization. Talking about ZigBee, adaptive protocols like ZigBee and LoRa. And because the networking layer is a backbone for protocol translation and routing for packets, right? So it's very important to integrate it with multiple, for it to understand different protocols and ensure that the protocol you use is supported. Right? So I talk about hierarchical structure used for controlling this, and of course load balancing and random early detection, RED, which is quite popular and used in ZigBee's coordinator queue. Then there will be a quality of service portion. This is important because you want to have a metric that is reliable and tells you something about the data that you have collected, so that you can be sure that your network is operating to a certain standard of a certain quality, right? Yep. So we have latency, reliability, and throughput as the metrics. So, and I'll talk a little bit of how to implement these strategies, and I'll do a comparison of the QoS metrics. Finally, there will be a privacy and security section. In IoT-enabled logistics systems, data and security and privacy is very crucial, right, for every company. So this part is necessary. Talking about the attacks and some protocols you can use in different use cases, such as the zero trust architecture, and recently logistical usages for the supply chain use blockchain technology as well. This is to decentralize, right, and make use of smart contracts to ensure higher reliability. Okay, lastly we have energy efficiency. Lastly we have energy efficiency, and due to global warming, this is a very big issue for companies that operate at a large scale, especially as companies plan to scale up. This is going to be an increasing issue for them. First of all, it's costly, and second of all, it's starting to get regulated more and more. So this is important, and we'll be talking about different ways, such as dynamic scaling system and other scheduling systems to reduce its power consumption. Then we have so we are seeing a trend where servers are expanding more usage, and I will be talking about that also. And that's the end. And finally, we have some references. Thank you.